Welcome to another edition of Nimasa podcast. And on this edition, we'll be discussing a very, very important and germane issue that affects our environment in Nigeria. And that's the topic of open defecation. Right? So we're going to look at who does it most, the females or the male gender. And of course, to discuss this with me in the studio this day is Sholabomi.
Good afternoon.
I know she has
Thank you for having me. Of course, I do have a lot to say.
Thank you. Welcome to these.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Sholabomi, we're talking about open defecation, right? Now, it's become like a menace in our society.
It is a menace.
Right? And it's an environmental challenge. I know we as a maritime administration, one of our core mandates is marine environment protection, right? And then when people, let me use the word poo-poo on the land, it finds itself into the oceans.
Yes, it does.
And somehow, our fishes get to eat them.
And you eat it too?
I don't eat fish, so I'm exonerated.
Okay, for those of us that
for
eat
those of you
fishes,
that eat fish, you are already eating.
Sadly.
You are indirectly eating human fleas.
Imagine.
So what do you have to say about this? It's actually worrisome and troubling. What do you have to say about it?
It's quite appalling, and the way, I'm sorry to say, let's be honest, we know the gender that is the perpetrator.
Of course, we know.
Mostly the perpetrator of this.
And the females, we know.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You guys are so uncensored.
Oh my God.
That you could just flash anywhere on the road. Sometimes you honestly, probably you're praying, you don't want to see anything, and the next thing you're walking, you see a very well-dressed gentleman,
okay,
and before you blink, the next thing he's facing and he's flashing, and you're like, oh my God, how did we get here? Like, come on.
Let me tell you one. There was a day I was in the car. I went for a program. It was in the evening. Seriously now, I'm not joking. It was in the evening, and then I was seated in the car. I was just trying to take a nap. And then I saw a lady come in, and then she just bent down, and then she was about to violate my eyes. And then I blasted my palm. She just got up and then she started running.
I'm not saying
what do you have to say about that?
I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that 1 out of 10, it's almost impossible to find one woman in the midst of that 10. But 10 out of 10, you guys, your gender. In fact, I feel there should be a law that start arresting you people from doing that.
When you are saying
goats,
you are talking to me. Am I part of that?
No, but come on. Like, oh my God, this is too much to take. Like,
see, Sholabomi, on the very much serious now, see, we had this banter, right? It's true, yeah, guys does it, ladies does it. Whoever does it most, I don't care. But what do we do about it? It's actually a menace. And it's not good for society because we are protecting the marine environments, right? We need to keep it clean, and we need to also preserve the ocean's resources, the aquaculture, the fishes, and all that. When we have all these things flow, even urine, when it flows from the land to the water, it becomes a problem. What should we do?
Even the indiscipline, the plastic waste, and all that. I think really it starts from the culture, right? There's this people don't see anything wrong. We should see it as it takes all of us.
And sad enough, there are areas you even have public toilets and people don't use it. They still find themselves going, and then to go and
That's why I said it's a culture thing. It takes all of us to make it work.
But let's now come home. In a city like Lagos, very busy. You drink water in the morning for leaving your house, and you get pressed inside the traffic on a third mainland bridge. What should you do?
You will hold yourself.
How?
Because you cannot tell me before it got that bad. I can speak for my gender. For me especially, if I need to move from point A to point B, I calculate like, where I'm going to, is there likely to be a toilet? Okay, I'm going to be driving for quite some time.
When you calculate in Lagos, don't forget that you can't calculate traffic in Lagos.
You should empty your bladder before leaving. That is what that's what we do. And that's why you have very few women. I'm not saying that there are no cases of women doing this, but the cases are very, very low. And the reason why it's low is because we are intentional about this. Before we leave anywhere, we make sure we empty our bladder before taking a move. But you men don't care. You just go, I can do it anywhere. So what does it matter?
You're shading the guys.
No, but it's the truth.
Yeah,
we should be intentional about this. It takes you and I to make it work. The fishes are drowning. They have been choked by your your urine, by your feces. You know, we need to be intentional.
No, I won't take this anymore. On behalf of the male gender, I am protesting. We won't take it, but you guys be careful. Don't just come out and start eating yourself anyhow, anywhere, or you just defecate anywhere.
Stop flashing. We don't want to see, please.
Just complain that people are flashing. Please stop flashing. And the overriding thing there is this, on a very more serious note, is that we need to keep our environment safe. Government is doing a whole lot to keep the environment safe. And I know that private sectors are also doing their own best to keep the sectors, the environment safe. So it behoves on all Nigerians, regardless of gender now. The guys, the ladies, everywhere find ourselves in the city, in the hinterlands, that they should do what? They should keep the environment clean and safe. We must preserve this environment for the future.
We all have a duty.
Born generation, we all have a duty to do this right. And so I think we just need to preach this gospel of discouraging open defecation. Anywhere we find ourselves, both in the coastal area, in the non-coastal areas, wherever we find ourselves, I think it's high time that, like you said earlier, there should be a law that would actually prohibit this and also prosecute, right, those who are found doing this kind of thing, right? So, what's your word for Nigerians generally on this? I've said mine. What do you have to say to Nigerians on this issue?
So we all have a duty to uphold. It takes all of us to make this country work. We need to stop this conversation that we always say government, we always say the president. What about you? You are government yourself. We are the government. Where you are is your government. And if you decide to defecate in your government and then, litter everywhere, you're as bad as whoever you're pointing fingers at. So do things right. Uphold being a good citizen of this country, and together it will work.
Summarily, we've been having this banter, jokes apart, really, it's all about Nigeria. It's all about our environment. Please, let's keep our environment safe and fine. Somebody said that, the oceans are like, a gift to us. And the way we use it matters a lot. And that's what we're going to leave for our future generation. Rather, the oceans are a loan to us, rather. And we must use it so it becomes a gift to our own children and many more generations, from one generation to another generation. So to wrap on this segment again of open defecation, I hope we'll come back again and have a better conversation and see that there are improvements in our dear country.
I'm so looking forward to that. I hope so too.
So thank you very much, Sholabomi.
Thank you too for having me.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
My name is Femi Kumuyi.
My name is Sholabomi, as you all know.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.